and start by introducing all our guests on the dais, starting with the chairman of the Dempo Group, Mr. Srinivas Dempo. We also have with us today the Vice President of the Dempo Cricket Club, Managing Director of Dempo Vision Group and Director of the Goa Carbon Limited, Mr. Rajesh Dempo. Also joining us here today is the Director for Dempo Group of Companies, Mr. Yatish Dempo. Can we give all three of them a round of applause, please? Along with our hosts, joining us here on the dais as guests are Mr. Manoj Kakulo, President of the Panjam Gymkhana, who are organizing the Panjam Gymkhana Members League. Mr. Vijay Khemka, Director of V2J Minerals Private Limited, along with Ms. Gajal Junjunwala, Director also of V2J Minerals Private Limited. We have with us Mr. Siddharth Shirodkar, Senior Vice President and Goa Head of ASK Private Wealth. Mr. Milindra Naik Desai should be on his way, but we will wait for him. We also have with us Mr. Mandar Acharya, State Head of Kotak Mutual Fund. Mr. Rohan Desai, Honorable Secretary of the Goa Cricket Association. Let's give them all a big round of applause, please. With that done, ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to request members of our team to please welcome each and every single one of our guests with a floral tribute of welcome. Starting with Mr. Manoj Kakulo, I'd like to request Ms. Sangeeta Mapshegar to please present him with a floral tribute of welcome. Next, I'd like to request Ms. Madhuri Prabhu to please present a bouquet to Mr. Vipul Farke. Sorry, my apologies. To Mr. Rohan Desai. And now I'd like to request Ms. Veda Bhove to please present a bouquet to Mr. Vijay Khemka. I'd like to request Ms. Neha Agni to please present a bouquet to Ms. Gajal Junjunwala. I'd like to request Mr. Shivakumar Prabhu Desai to please present a bouquet of welcome to Mr. Siddharth Shirodkar. Mr. Rishikesh Bihari, could I request you to please present a bouquet to Mr. Mandar Acharya. I'd now like to request Mr. Prashant Shetgaonkar to please present a bouquet of welcome to Mr. Tanmay Kolkar. Oh, he's not here, sorry, my apologies. I'm going to request you to please present a bouquet to Mr. Srinivas Dempo. I'd like to request Ms. Brenda D'Souza to please present a bouquet to Mr. Rajesh Dempo. And last but definitely no way the least, I'd like to request Mr. Rohan Kunkolekar to please present a bouquet to Mr. Yatish Dempo. All right, we're going to move forward while we await the arrival of some of our guests. And right now, I would like to request the chairman of Dempo Group, Mr. Srinivas Dempo, to please rise to hand out some mementos to the sponsors at his very hands. Starting with Mr. Vijay Kemkar, Director of B2J Minerals Private Limited. A round of applause, please. And now I'd like to request Mr. Dempo to please present a memento to Mr. Siddharth Shirorkar. And lastly, Mr. Dempo, if we could ask you to, if we could request you to please present a memento to Mr. Mandar Acharya. Take on the challenge in version 3.0. Now before we move forward, we've just been joined by Mr. Milindra Naik Desai, Chief Marketing Officer of Sri Jai Ganesh Ispat Limited, and I'd like to request Ms. Rupali Desai to please welcome him with a bouquet and a floral tribute of welcome. Let's give him a round of applause, please. I'd also like to request the chairman of the Dempo Group, Mr. Srinivas Dempo, to please present him with our memento as well. Now that all of our guests have been welcomed, I'd now like to request Mr. Srinivas Dempo to please say a few words.
Very good evening to all of you. A very good evening to all of you. Let me first, at the outset, welcome all our well-wishers, our sponsors, Dempo challengers, particularly who have been with us in this journey. To begin, I would like to begin with by welcoming Mr. Manoj Kakulo, who is President of Panjim Gymkhana, who perceived, along with his governing council, perceived a league which was then perceived as just a friendly league, just to be played amongst members of PGML, Panjim Gymkhana, and members of Panjim Gymkhana. But I think it became so competitive, and I think the credit should go to Panjim Gymkhana for coming up with a league of this standard. I would congratulate you, compliment you and your team members who have taken the effort to build a very respectable league which is really enjoyed not only by the people of Panjim but by the people of Goa. I would also like to take this opportunity to welcome and thank all our sponsors. ASK has been there with us in our journey, so has Mr. Vijay Kemka, who have supported us all through the years. We have added 2 new sponsors this time. I would like to thank Sri Jai Ganesh Ispat, who is represented by Mr. Milindra Naik Desai, and the Kotak Mutual Fund, who is represented by Mandar Acharya, who have joined us in this journey to really make an effort, to excel in the game. When I say excel in the game, our aim is not only to defeat our opponents, but to play a game which is enjoyed by the people. There was a slide at the end saying that we have to defend the title. Yes, that's the most difficult job a team has to do. But beyond that, I think all of us should enjoy the game. And we should see good cricket on the ground, which I think is very, very essential. Just a few words about how we emotionally connect as a business group with Goans. Sports plays a big role for us. We've been in football for last more than 5 decades. I'm very happy to inform you that last year we won the Goa League, the GFA League, and this year we had taken a challenge when we left the I-League. Under very difficult circumstances we had to leave the I-League because the vision map was not very clear as to whether I-League or ISL or how football would pan out. So we all said that we will follow a home ground model. We will take Goan boys largely. We will train them in our football academy that we've set up. And through the promotion-demotion system, we will climb and see to it that we reach the I-League. I'm very happy to inform you that we've qualified this time in the 2nd Division I-League. And hopefully, if not this year, in the next few years, we would like to see a Goan team. Churchill Brothers is already there, but another Goan team like ours to go through a homegrown model of training young boys and taking them to the highest level. This year again was great for us in cricket because we won the PGML 2.0. We also did very well in all the GCA conducted tournaments. I would like to thank Mr. Desai for all his cooperation. GCA has always cooperated with our club. I know that they have very grand plans to take cricket to greater heights, and I wish them all the best for excelling in this sport for the state of Goa. Another good news: we won the UTT, the table tennis league this year. So we won the finals and we were declared champions. That is again Goa Challengers, which was a team that is co-promoted by our group. So we've had great success last year, but the larger story is that we do this for the love of sports. We do it as a passion. We do it for the pride of Goa and Goans, and that's where we want to continue doing and excelling in all the sports that we do. We also are continuing with our Goodwill Ambassador scheme. We had taken a break during COVID because those were very difficult times. Now we have restarted. We have 1 candidate in table tennis and 1 candidate in badminton. So we hope to see a lot of progress made by them in not only national events but also international events. So once again, we really look forward to PGML 3. I'm glad all of you all have joined us in our jersey launch, which is basically done during the beginning of the year, not only to present our jerseys to you, but also to talk about our future plans. As a business house that is promoting sports, and to garner your support and well wishes to take this, all our sports teams and in the different sectors that we are in sports to greater height. Once again, thanks to all of you for all the support, for all the good wishes that we've received from all of you, and that really motivates us to do well in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dempo. I'd now like to request Mr. Manoj Kapilot to please come forward and say a few words.
Good evening, everybody. Dignitaries on the dais, friends in the audience. I think it's a great pleasure for me to stand over here in this hall for the third time representing Panjim Gymkhana as the president to make a point about Panjim Gymkhana Members League. First and foremost, I would like to thank Mr. Srinivas Dempo, Rajesh and Yatish and the Dempo Business Group for the kind of trust and faith they have shown in Panjim Gymkhana Members League. With the support of everyone, the league is growing bigger and bigger every year. I would like to thank Mr. Dempo for praising what we are doing. But I think the whole praise goes to our team. Mr. Suresh Mahadevan is here, who is the head of the governing council. He has taken it unto himself. Who doesn't know Suresh Mahadevan? Ex-Ranji player, Goa wicket-keeper, led the team, and he has taken it upon himself as the head of cricketing operations to take it to a different level. I think more than me, he and the team of governing council are the ones who deserve a round of applause over here. I would like to thank all the sponsors who are with the Dempo challengers. Trust me, its onus is onto us to give you the visibility. You have reposed your faith in Dempo challengers and in PGML, and we will not let you down, sirs. We will make sure that your brands get a very good visibility so that you support Dempo challengers and indirectly you support cricket in Goa. Thank you very much once again. Needless to say, Dempo Sports Club is very well managed with the team that they have, and this is just an example of what they have done for the last 2 years in cricket. So Anant is here, then their coach Prashant and the team. I think they have a fantastic team this year as well, what they have selected in the auction. And I would like to wish them all the very best in PGML 3.0. And without being biased, I can say, may the best team win, and wish Dempo challengers all the best to defend their title. I request all of you to please spread the word for all Goans to come and experience the matches at Panjim Gymkhana every weekend starting the 6th of January until the finals mid of February. Please enjoy and let us all have a good time in this carnival of cricket over here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kapilo. I'd now like to request Ms. Gajal Junjunwala to please step forward and say a few words.
Hello, good evening everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you for calling us. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to be here. We were your sponsors last year and we really enjoyed the whole event. Unfortunately, we could be only for one match, but this time we'll do better. Okay? And so we have no idea about the cricket league or the management team, but we just here for you, for the Dempos. It's enough for us. We are very happy that we have been working for the Dempos as their supplier from the past 3.5 years, and we have been growing really nicely. It's just an opportunity to be here with you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, the whole team. Thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Junjunwala. With that, I'd like to request Mr. Siddharth Shirodkar to please step up and say a few words.
Good evening all. It's been 3 years already for the league and the journey has been just phenomenal. The league has grown, there is an additional team this year and overall the excitement too revolving around the team has gone up. But also as a member, when I see the Gymkhana facilities also in the last 3 years have gone up exponentially. There's a new squash court donated by one of the team members. And overall, I believe that this league has in its small way contributed to the development of Gymkhana, and I hope it will continue to do so in the years ahead. I congratulate Mr. Manoj Kapila and his team for its dedication towards the success story. Going ahead, I thank Baba on behalf of ASK Private Wealth for giving us the opportunity again this year. We at ASK are always proud to be associated with the Dempo name, and we look forward towards a continued relationship going ahead. I wish the team all the very best for their journey ahead. See you at the games. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shirodkar. I'd now like to request Mr. Milindra Naik Desai to please step up and say a few words.
Thank you for choosing us. We'll be proud to be on jerseys of Dempos as Jai Ganesh's path. The head table here and the people in the audience. It's our proud privilege to be associated with Dempos. Dempos are winning for last years, and this time definitely Dempos going to retain the titles. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Naik Desai. I'd now like to request Mr. Mandar Acharya to please come up and say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to, we at Kotak have a very long association with the Dempo group. We take great pride in associating with Dempo Challengers as part of the PGML 3.0 organized by the Pension Gymkhana. On behalf of Kotak Mutual Fund, we wish Dempo Challengers all the very best, and we look forward to a very long-lasting partnership with the Dempo group. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Acharya. And last but no way the least, I'd now like to request Mr. Rohan Desai to please come up and say a few words.
Very good evening to all of you. It's a privilege to be here amongst all the dignitaries on the days at the launch of Dempo Challengers team jersey launch. As a secretary of Goa Cricket Association, I am thankful to the Dempo group for having me here and giving us this opportunity. I would like to congratulate Penjim Gymkhana as well as Dempo Challengers. Both the teams are affiliated to Goa Cricket Association for quite a long time now, and it is our privilege. It gives us proud feeling that our affiliated clubs are organizing such big tournaments in the state of Goa. I would like to congratulate Mr. Manoj Kapila, the chairman, the president of Penjim Gymkhana, for organizing and taking an initiative to organize such a big tournament at Penjim Gymkhana ground. This is the third year they are organizing this tournament, and again it is a proud moment for association as well, as it is an affiliated club, and when such clubs are organizing such big tournaments, it only helps the people of Goa, the players of Goa who are participating in such big tournaments, getting this platform to play T20 tournaments. Talking about Dempo Group, I mean, it's been a relation of, I think, if I reckon, I mean, it's a relationship of almost 15 years. Every player in Goa wished to play for Dempo Group. I mean, me as a player, when Goa Cricket Association used to organize this Goa Professional League, Anand Kamath was there during that time, and the first year we participated as a Savodaya Royals, a small club from South Goa. So whenever we used to talk about Dempo Group, all the players who were playing with us, they always wished to play for Dempo Group. Such was the stature of the Dempo Group and Dempo team. The biggest and the bestest players of Goa used to play for this team. I mean, we always used to see this team as a winning team. I mean, it won't be a wrong on my part to say it's a CSK team, Chennai Super Kings of Goa. Dempo Group is, you can say, it's a CSK team which never loses. I mean, Baba just said when we saw that small video, and it was said that we need to defend this title. I'm sure and I'm hopeful that Dempo Group will defend defend the title. Again, I would like to thank all the press and all the Dempo Group, and especially Anand Kamath. I mean, he's very active, and we have always on a talking terms as he is coordinating on behalf of Dempo Group with the Goa Cricket Association. He is there for all the meetings and every occasions with the Goa Cricket Association. I'm thankful to Anand and entire Dempo Group for having me here, and I wish all the good luck to all the participating teams in this Panjim Gymkhana League and Dempo Group for a better prospect or better tournament. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Desai. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to throw open the floor for any questions that you may have with any of our dignitaries on stage. If you raise your hand, we'll have the mic brought over to you. Wow, I think they've answered all your questions without any questions. Okay, we have one question.
सर माझा क्वेश्चन असा आहे की यासारख्या जेव्हा क्रिकेटला तुम्ही प्रमोट करता तेव्हा ग्रामीण भागातील सुद्धा खेळाडू वरती येण्यासाठी यासारख्या कोणत्या तरी स्पोर्ट्स प्रमोट करून त्यांना या सुद्धा पुढाकार घेतला पाहिजे असं मला वाटतं. तुमचं याबाबत काय मत आहे?
सी आमचे तो ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह ऑफ आर फुटबॉल अकॅडमी जर पळयत जाल्यार ते भुरगे ग्रामीण भागांतल्यानूच येता. कळ्ळें? हाऊ डीड आवर फुटबॉल अकॅडमी स्टार्ट? आमी आतां 7 काय 8 वर्सां जाली फुटबॉल अकॅडमी चलयता. आमचे स्पॉटर आसता आनी ते कोचीस स्पॉटर्स गांवान वचून आमी पयलीं फेस्टिवल कंडक्ट करता. ते फेस्टिवल वचून आमी गांवानूच करता. ते तांकां हांगा आफयना. खंयचोय विलेज ग्राउंड घेता आनी कंडक्ट करता. थंय आमकां तांची टॅक्नीक दिश्टी पडटा. तूं फुटबॉल फेस्टिवल करीत न्हय 8, 9, 10 वर्साच्या भुरग्याचेर. थंय टॅक्नीक दिश्टी पडून मागीर तांकां आमी तितले शॉर्टलिस्ट करता. शॉर्टलिस्ट करतकच तांकां इंटेन्स कॅम्प घेता आनी त्या कॅम्पांतल्यान मागीर आमी सिलेक्शन करता. ते कितलेशे 100 भुरग्यांक तुका 3 किंवा 4 भुरगे मेळटा. दॅट मॉडेल शूड बी फॉलोड. म्हाका आय कंप्लिटली अग्री विथ यू दॅट प्रत्येक गोंयच्या भुरग्याक इक्वल एक्सेस टू ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी मेळपाक जाय. म्हळ्यार आमच्या सारकेल्यांनी GCN किंवा पेंजीम जिमखाना सारकेल्यांनी सगळ्यांनी मेळून हो इनिशिएटीव घेवचो पडटा. म्हणजे नाल्यार कशें जाता थोड्याकूच चान्स पडटा आनी खरी जो टॅलंट भितर आसा तो एकदां दिश्टी पडना. म्हणटकच दीस नीड्स अ मोर फोकस्ड अप्रोच. ताका लागून खूब क्रिकेट अकॅडमी येवंक जाय. एकूच पेंजीम जिमखाना आयली म्हणून जायना कित्याक सगळेच ते काय करूंक पावना. म्हणटकच ताका लागून बाकीचे अकॅडमी येवंक जाय. ते अकॅडमीन GCA कडेन कोलॅबोरेट करपाक जाय. फ्रॉम दॅट इनिशिएटीव अशे भुरगे तयार जावंक शकता ग्रामीण भागांतले जे इवन स्टेट आनी नॅशनल लेवलचेर वचूंक शकता.
सर 6th तुमची फर्स्ट मॅच आहा. सर आर यू सॅटिस्फाईड विथ युअर टीम अँड प्रॅक्टिस विच इज गोइंग ऑन?
म्हजी न्हय माय फिलॉसॉफी इज लिटल डिफरंट. आय हॅव फेथ इन वन मॅन कॉल्ड प्रशांत काकोडे. ताका एक दीस विचार ताका हांवें हरल्या आसतना सुद्दां जाल्यार एक प्लेयर चेंज कर म्हणून. इफ यू लूक एट एनी ऑफ माय स्पोर्ट्स तूं आर्मान कुलासाक विचार. ही हॅज वन 5 आय लीग टायटल्स फॉर अस. पूण ही हॅज ऑल्सो डिमोटेड द टीम टू सेकंड डिव्हिजन. जेन्ना डिमोट जाल्ले सेकंड डिव्हिजनान हांवें आर्मांदाक एक प्रश्न विचारलो तुमी डिमोट कित्याक जाले. द डे आय लूज फेथ इन अ कोच आय चेंज हिम. बट ही इज द बॉस. आय एम नॉट द बॉस. हांव थंय ग्राउंडार वता प्रशांत दाखयता म्हणून तांकां सगळ्यांक पॅट करता कित्याक आय डोंट नो क्रिकेट एज मच एज प्रशांत. सो माय फेथ इज ऑन द कोच. प्रशांताक सांगून प्रॅक्टीस कशी चल्ल्या ती. इफ प्रशांत सेज इज सॅटिस्फायड आय एम हॅपी.
I have a question for Mr. Manoj Thakur. PGML has developed from a friendly league to a competitive league. But if you look at it maybe down the next 5 years, do you think this can become a mainstream kind of a franchise-based league wherein you have the teenagers playing under these franchises and kind of development league which will give GCA really talented youngsters? Do you have any kind of vision, or can this vision come into action, or what could be the challenges that you could face?
Thank you very much for asking me that question, especially when Rohan is sitting next to me. I'll tell you, when we started PGML 2 years back, we had ourselves never thought it could go to the level it went to. First year was just a beginning. There were 5 people, individuals like Mr. Dempo, who had reposed the trust and faith in us, and it started only because of these 5 gentlemen. Last year was the second edition when it grew to a different level. This year, by God's grace, the kind of support we have received, we have an additional team, we have sponsors who are backing the teams. So initially in the first year, I think it was only these individuals who put in their teams, never expected to get any returns. Not that they wanted to make money out of cricket. Their intention was only to promote the sport. But they were backed by sponsors who got their money's worth. In the second edition, it went to a different level. And now, what is starting this weekend is, I think, of a different stature altogether. The PGML 3.0, the kind of response we are getting is at a different level. Now, to answer your second question, this is where, we can take it up to, scale it up to a particular level. Next year, we might probably change the format a little bit. Of course, we have to discuss, we might have to have other players, inside players, outside players, all these things, which will be discussed with within ourselves, with the franchises which are there, and then we will take a call. However, to take it and scale it to a different level, I think that is where GCA comes into picture. We as Panjim Gymkhana are a member of GCA. GCA has got a lot of restrictions because they come under BCCI. So they can do a lot of things, but they cannot do a lot of things also. So we as individual clubs can do a lot of things. So we have started this, and now it is up to GCA, whatever they want to take it from here. We are always there with them. We are their member. That's a parent body. And I hope that GCA will help us grow to a different level in the times to come. Probably take it to a multi-state level, or to a corporate level, or to whatever level. Because now we have developed, at Panjim Gymkhana, have developed the expertise kind of a thing. We have got the feel of how the things is going to be. And we are always ready to partner with GCA, because I would like to also acknowledge one thing. GCA with Rohan and his team have always been supportive of Panjim Gymkhana. Whether it comes to getting our ground ready, giving us all the technical help, helping us financially whenever it is required. Because if we don't have all the expertise, I can hire as a club 1 or 2 or 4 groundsmen. But that is not enough to do this. We require the technical help as well as manpower help and machinery and equipment from GCA. And that is what they have been doing, not only for Panjim Gymkhana, for everybody. And we have probably tried and used whatever help they are giving us to take cricket to a different level, like PGML. We have shown it to them. So now I think the teacher has to decide, oh, but this is the bright student, and then bring this student up. Right, sir? Thank you.
काकुलबाब एक क्वेश्चन असलो 30 वर्षा पयली आम्ही पणजी जिमखानाचेर वेंगसरकर संदीप पाटील किरण मोरे रवी शास्त्री हांकां खेळताना पळयल्ले तेन्ना ते आर्ले वगैरे अश्यो टिमी आसल्यो आनी बऱ्या प्रमाणात थंय क्रिकेट जाताली पण त्याच्या उपरांत अश्यो क्लब लेवल व्हडल्यो मॅची अश्यो जावना इंडियाच्या टिमी खेळणारे प्लेयर खुबशे आमकां हांगा पळोवपाक मेळटाले पणजी जिमखानाचेर तसो जो विकास जाय म्हणजे त्याच्यात मातशी सुदारणा जावन आनी कितें कितें जावपाक जाय आसलें आतां GCAचे सेक्रेटरी आसा तुमच्या वांगडा म्हणून हांव क्वेश्चन विचारतालो की येत्या काळात अशे प्लेयर आमकां पळोवपाक बी मेळटले जिमखानाचेर
आतां हांव तुमकां सांगूंक सोदतां GCA कडेन गोंयांत पळय ग्रावंड आशिल्ले वर व्हेरी लिमिटेड ऑफ अ पर्टिक्युलर स्टेचर कित्याक जर गोंयांत मॅचीस जाय जाल्यार BCCIच्या गायडलायना प्रमाणे तशे लेवलचे ग्रावंड जाय पडटा आतां फॉर्च्युनेटली फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस Panjim Gymkhana has gone to that level. जे पळय BCCI अप्रूव्ड मॅचीस पळय आसता ताका ग्रावंडाचो स्टेटस जाय तो आमकां मेळ्ळा and now GCA is helping to get matches for Panjim Gymkhana. आता ह्या वर्सा ऑलरेडी मॅचेस चालू झाल्या, प्रॉब्ली नॉट टू द लेवल ऑफ दिलीप वेंगसरकर और किरण मोरे और that stature, but we are getting there. It will take us a little time, but GCA is taking the initiative to get BCCI approved matches where all these national international players will come to Panjim Gymkhana.
एकच जस्ट हांव एड करपाक सोदतालो, आतां क्वेश्चन आवर चालू आसा म्हणून आमी गोवा क्रिकेट असोसिएशन म्हणून आतां पंजीम जिमखाना कडेन आमचो MOU आसा. सो वी आर ट्रायंग आवर लेवल बेस्ट टू अपग्रेड ऑल द इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर इन द स्टेट ऑफ गोवा. As well as this year also we executed a MOU with the Margaon Cricket Club. Similarly, we have one more ground in Kurchar MSK ground, Dr. Satish Kamath. Teja ground agade name MOU kurta. So these all three grounds have a better facilities which the own club have done it. So Satish Kamath, for example, Southak jo asa tene full ड्रेसिंग रूम नेट्स हे सगळे तेणी स्वता आपले खर्चान बांदला, पण ते मेंटेन करून दवरप, थंय ताका तो स्टेचर दिवप, त्यो मॅची हाडप, BCCIच्यो मॅची हाडप, ते काम आमचें आसा. सो आमी जे असोसिएशन आमचे मॅनेजमेंट म्हणून आसा तो वी आर ट्रायंग अवर बेस्ट टू रीच टू द नूक्स अँड कॉर्नर्स ऑफ द स्टेट ऑफ गोवा. सिमिलरली पेंजीम जिमखाना भशेन आतां मडगांव क्रिकेट क्लब, थंय आमचो MOU आसा. थंय आमी जो इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर जो पयलीं आशिल्लो, कित्याक मडगांव क्रिकेट क्लबाचेर पयलीं रणजी ट्रॉफी मॅचीस बी जाताल्यो, हालीं तेंपार त्यो कम जाल्ल्यो, पण वी आर नाव परत सगळो तो रिफर्बिश करून ग्राउंड सगळो रेडी करून आमी वी आर ट्रायंग आवर लेवल बेस्ट. कित्याक ना जाल्यार कितें जाता, आतां गोवा क्रिकेट असोसिएशन हॅज ओन्ली 2 ग्राउंड्स. आतां स्टेडियमाचेर खूब जाण उलयता, पण वी हॅव ओन्ली 2 ग्राउंड्स वीच आर ओन्ड बाय गोवा क्रिकेट असोसिएशन. वन इज इन पोर्वोरिम एंड वन इन सांगेम. सो त्याचे भायर आमकां जितले ग्राउंड आमकां जाय तितले आमकां बरें पडटा. आतां आनी एकट्यान क्वेश्चन केल्लो की तुमी ग्रासरूट लेवलाचेर गांवांतले लोकांचे ग्रामीण भागांतले कितें करता काय म्हणून. सिन्स वी रेज्युम्ड ऑफिस लास्ट मॅनेजिंग जेन्ना आमचें इलेक्शन जावन आमी जेन्ना कमिटी म्हणून जेन्ना आयले आफ्टर कोविड, फर्स्ट टाइम वी ऑर्गनायज्ड प्रेसिडेंट कप फॉर अंडर 14 बॉयज एज वेल एज गर्ल्स स्कूल टुर्नामेंट. सो तो लास्ट इयर आमी फर्स्ट टाइम ऑर्गनायज केलो. दीस इयर ऑल्सो इट इज देर. आनी जेन्ना हांव साउथ झोन कन्व्हेनर जाल्लो, जेन्ना आमी दुलीप ट्रॉफी, देवधर ट्रॉफी, आफ्टर दुलीप ट्रॉफी वी वॉन आफ्टर 15 years. So it was a privilege, it was a proud moment that Goa Cricket Association got an opportunity to host South Zone. सो त्याचे नंतर आता आमी साउथ झोन अंडर 14 टुर्नामेंट जो आसा तो आमी गोंयान आता ऑर्गनायज करता. तो आता 21 तारखेच्यान स्टार्ट जातलो, तेजे आमी हे करतले. पण हे सगळे करता आसतना जे आमकां ग्राउंड जाय आनी जो इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर आमी बिल्ड करपाक सोदता तो आमी प्रत्येक आतां जो मेजर जे क्लब्स आसा आमचे, फॉर एक्झाम्पल आतां पणजे जिमखाना जाले, मडगांव क्रिकेट क्लब जालो, बाकीचे जे कोण कॉर्पोरेट हितून क्लब्स आसा तेचे कडेन ऑलरेडी तेंचे ग्राउंड्स आसा, ते तांचो इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर कसो वाडोवपाचो आनी थंय खंय पयशे खर्च करपाक जाय ते गोवा क्रिकेट असोसिएशन इज ऑलवेज रेडी आनी ते आमी करत आयल्या. थँक्यू.
IPL गोंयची टीम वचपाक कितले टायम लागतलो
सांगपाय ना, फुडल्या वर्साक सुद्दां वचपाक शकता.
सगळे तुमी हिंगा बसलेले आहा त्या
No, see the thing is that basically see I am very grateful to be here. कित्याक हांव प्रत्येक फावटी म्हणटा जेन्ना जे क्लब आमी अशे टुर्नामेंट ऑर्गनायज करता, आय वूड रिक्वेस्ट ऑल द क्लब्स. आमचे कडेन वी हॅव 107 क्लब्स अफिलिएटेड टू गोवा क्रिकेट असोसिएशन. सो इट इज माय ड्युटी टू टू सपोर्ट, टू बी सपोर्टिव, टू कॉपरेट विथ देम. सिमिलरली मनोज बाबान सांगलें की वी आर ऑलवेज सपोर्टिव. सो 107 क्लब्स दे ऑल्सो ऑर्गनायज दीस टुर्नामेंट्स. बाकीचे क्लब बिचोले आसा, सांखळे आसा, म्हापशे आसा, प्रत्येक क्लब आसा ते आपले भशेन T20 टुर्नामेंट ना जाल्यार 2 डे टुर्नामेंट हे ऑर्गनायज करतात. पण एक फ्लॅगशीप असो टुर्नामेंट जो आमचो पणजे जिमखानान करता, इट इज अगेन इट शोज आवर कल्चर इन द स्टेट की आमी क्रिकेटी खातीर आमी कितें करता. कित्याक गोवा क्रिकेट असोसिएशन आमी पयलीं गोवा कॉर्पोरेट लीग करताले, गोवा प्रोफेशनल लीग करताले. एज रायटली सेड बाय मिस्टर काकुलो, वी हॅव ऑल्सो आवर लिमिटेशन्स बिकॉज वी आर अफिलिएटेड टू BCCI and the season is such that it starts in October and ends in almost March, April. By the time the season gets over, we are starting with the IPL. So once the IPL start, we are not getting any players. पयलीं कितें जातालें गोवा प्रोफेशनल लीग अनंत बीन जाणा जेन्ना IPL नासतालें तेन्ना कितें आमकां इंडिया प्लेयर ना बाकीचे जे प्लेयर आसताले ते गोंयांत येवन खेळटाले. गोवा प्रोफेशनल लिगाक खेळटाले तेन्ना आमकां खुबशे प्लेयर पळोवपाकय मेळटाले. पण आतां शेड्यूल आनी क्रिकेट इतलो जाला की द अमावंट ऑफ क्रिकेट विच इज बीन प्लेड इट इज ट्रिमेंडस. आता लास्ट इयर आमी गोवा वुमन्स प्रिमियर लीग केली. इट वॉज डन ऑन अ व्हेरी लार्ज स्केल. आमचे रिपोर्टर भाव आसा तांकां सगळ्यांनी पळयलो आसतलो तो. सो वी आर ट्रायंग अवर बेस्ट एज असोसिएशन एज अ कमिटी की की आमी खंय तरी बॉयज एज वेल एज गर्ल्स दोन्ही हितूंतल्यान आमी खंय तरी एक्सेल जावचे. कित्याक नाव BCCI ऑल्सो हॅज स्टार्टेड द वुमन्स प्रिमियर लीग. सो गोंयच्यांनी वुमन कोण तरी चली भुरग्यां जी आमची खेळटा टिमीक अंडर-16 जावं अंडर-19 सिनियर वुमन्स. आफ्टर शिखा पांडे वी हॅव नो बडी. शिखा पांडे शी प्लेड इंडिया टीम बट आफ्टर दॅट वी हॅव नो बडी. सो ताका लागून तांकांय खंय तरी वुमन एम्पावरमेंट धर ना वॉट एवर यू कॉल इट, यू नेम इट, पण वुमन्साकय खंय तरी आमकां मोटिवेट करपाक लागून वी स्टार्टेड विथ गोवा वुमन्स प्रिमियर लीग. सो अशे खुबश्यो गोश्टी आसा ज्यो आमी करीत आयले आनी आमचो मुखारय खुबशे प्लॅन आसा. सो एज टायम कम्स वी आर ट्रायंग टू इम्प्लिमेंट इट एंड विथ सपोर्ट ऑफ ऑल दीस 107 क्लब्स, ऑल द स्टेक होल्डर्स ऑफ दीस गेम. आमचे आतां सुरेश महादेवन सर जालो, बाकीचे आतां प्रशांत काकोडे इज अ डायरेक्टर फॉर ज्युनियर्स. देर आर मेनी प्लेयर्स, नारायण कांबळे, ऑल दीस प्लेयर्स, एक्स प्लेयर्स हू आर देर. So when we all come together it is easier for us to work आणि मुखार कशी वाट काडून मुखार वचपाक जाय तेजेर आमकां आमी ट्राय करून हें करपाक सोदता. सो ताका लागून हांव परत एकदां सगळ्याक थँक्यू म्हणटा, स्पेशली डेम्पो ग्रुपाक. कित्याक डेम्पो ग्रुप आतां इतली वर्सां जाली ह्या क्रिकेटीन आनी क्रिकेटी खातीर करत आयले आमी पळयत आसा. सो थँक्यू व्हेरी मच बाबा, थँक्यू.
Well, thank you to everybody for all your questions. We will have to curtail the questions right now because the main reason why we're all here has been held at bay so far, and we want to get to that, which is to unveil the jersey for the league. So I'm going to request all of our dignitaries to please rise and assist us in the unveiling of the jerseys. Mr. Srinivas Dempo will be unveiling the match jersey. Mr. Rajesh Dempo will be unveiling the training jersey. And Mr. Yatish Dempo will be unveiling the fan jersey. We're just going to wait for all of our dignitaries to get some jerseys. Just hold on a minute, please. Once again, just to reiterate, Mr. Srinivas Dempo is unveiling the match jersey, Mr. Rajesh Dempo is unveiling the training jersey, and Mr. Yatish Dempo is unveiling the fan jersey. A round of applause, please. Can we have you turn the jerseys, please? A big thank you to our dignitaries on stage for that. We would now like to hand over all the kits to our players. And we'd like all of our dignitaries on stage to assist in handing out the kits to our players, starting with Dinesh Amrute. Can we have you here, please, Dinesh? Dinesh, if you're here, please come up and collect your kit. Kiran Shirvoikar. Kiran Shirvoikar. Sazu Naik. Dylan Shah. All right, Dylan Shah up next. Harsh Parekh up next. Narayan Kamli up next. Vidyut Vilankar up next. Vidyut Vilankar. Chandrasekhar Amonkar. Shubham Lokre. Shubham Lokre. Vijay Shankar Nagarajan. Vijay Shankar Nagarajan. Vallabh Haldankar. Vallabh Haldankar. Sudhin Kamath. Sumiran Mehta. Sumiran Mehta. Heather Carroll. Neeraj Lotlekar. Durvag Naik. Prashant Kakode. Naresh Parsekar and Dilip Gaonkar. Prashant Kakode. A round of applause for all of our team members, please. Thank you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank each and every one of you for being here.